Today we're going to be doing the Abyssal Sire Slayer boss. It's important to note that you do need 85 Slayer and you have to be on an Abyssal Demon Slayer task in order to do this boss. But this boss requires two separate gear sets, either a ranged or mage, and then also a melee set. I prefer doing ranged over the mage set. You can just bring arms and a trident for the mage setup, and that's fine. But I really like the range setup, and I particularly like full crystal with a crystal bow, or a bowfa would be better. I just haven't sunk the money in that yet. I did try with an armadillo and a T-bow, and I still preferred the crystal, full crystal, and the bow because of the accuracy bonus. It just seemed to kill the respirators faster, so I really like that, but it's up to you. And then you don't need to bring full ranged gear, especially with crystal. It's another thing. You don't have an ammo or a accumulator slot that you need, and you can leave some of your melee items in there too. Melee setup, you're going to have the Slayer helmet, your highest attack or strength bonus that you can have. I would highly recommend Arclight. It's definitely the fastest weapon to use. You can use a scythe or a rapier or even a tentacle, but please just get an Arclight for this. And then if you don't have Bandos, wear Darox tank gear. And I like to bring a Dragon Warhammer for a spec weapon. Bandos Godsword is also good. Both of those are used for the defense reducing special because he has really high defense. If you don't have that, bring a Crystal Halberd or Dragon Claws. You can try to spec them down in the final phase. That's the real danger zone, is the final phase. So you can spec them out in that phase as well if you'd like. Bring a Divine Ranging Potion and Divine Super Combat. And then I like to bring some combo eating gear because this boss actually had one of the steepest learning curves for me until you figured it out. And he can stack you out pretty quick. I died a lot when I was learning, so having some combo food helps prevent that because he can hit very rapidly. And then also I like to bring a stamina potion because we're here for a good time, not for a long time. And I just really like to keep moving. You're running the entire boss fight, and if you run out of stamina, you're gonna have a bad time. Also bring the highest level shadow spell that you have, ideally Shadow Barrage. The higher the level shadow spell, the longer it stuns the boss and stuns its tentacles in the first phase, which is really important. And then you can bring Blood Barrage too. If you're just learning, feel free to just leave that out and keep all your runes safely in one pouch and just ignore that mechanic because it is a little extra you can get by with combo food while you're learning, especially if you're just doing one kill at a time. So the most, I guess the most fun method for me, or most relaxed method for me, is just to do one or two kills and then go back to my house and drink at the pool and then go either to the GE if I need some more food, or we can just go right back in. The fairy code is DIP, D-I-P. Easy to remember because we're going to smoke this guy and then dip right out. When you get there, you can go to any four corners here. There's one boss in each corner, northeast, south, east, southwest, and northwest. I like the southeast corner for no particular reason. I also kind of like the aesthetic down here. It kind of looks like a 80s horror movie, which I love those. But once you can go to any corner, and I saved you some time. I marked the tiles for each corner. So look in the video description and import those by shift right clicking, import ground markers. And there's two sets you have to do, one for this side and one for that side, but I've put them in the video description, so please do that. I've numbered it here so it should be as easy to follow as possible. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So basically what we do is we attack him once just with ranged. He's going to wake up. Then we're going to Shadow Barrage him to stun the tentacles like this. Whenever they're flailing around, they can hit you when you get too close, and they hit hard. And we need them down in order to attack the respiratory systems. And so as soon as we barrage him, then we'll flip on our quick prayers and take a sip if we haven't of potion, and go to the first tile and attack that system until it's down, until it's dead. And then we go here, do that one, then 3 for that one, and 4 for that one. And we'll have a timer here, so after we stun him, we can usually get through the first 2, and then I'll have to run back and stun him again. And then I can run, just like to do 3 and 4 and end up here so that I can switch to my melee gear for phase 2. Alright, I'll just explain the other phases as we go here because it's too much to take in at once. Nobody's going to remember that, so let's just get after it. I'm going to take a sip and attack him, and then I'm going to put my, I don't know why you ran so close there. I'll Shadow Barrage him and put on Rigor, and then I'm going to go right to step 1 here and attack the system. And yeah, attack the system and hopefully get 2 of these down. It's okay if if I only get 1. That's fine. You just keep doing it where you left off. The important thing is just to keep moving here because he will start spawning some little dudes if you're just hanging out, not really doing anything. And it's going to start to hurt really fast when he does that, if and when he does that. All right, so we got 2 of them down, and we'll do the Shadow Barrage, go to tile 3 over here, and attack him. Back to 3, attack him. So I tried to number these in the path that's the shortest amount of steps in between attacking them. So you can probably attack them a little further away if you play with it, but these are just really consistent for me. Yeah, that one died fast. All right, so he's dead. We're going to flip on our melee gear and our spec weapon if we're using a defense lowering spec weapon. So we're going to put that on, and then after I spec, I'm just going to hop between these two tiles the entire phase. So I got him there. You can do 2 specs if you're just going for 1 kill, but I actually want to slow this down a little bit. The reason for hopping between tiles like this is that it prevents him, it makes his special attacks less frequent, I've found. His special attacks are shooting a little minion out, which if he does that, kill it immediately. And if he shoots a little green thing underneath you, then you need to get out of there. Alright, so I'm going to go back to normal efficiency. He died here, so we're going to, next phase is starting. We're going to put on ranged and just heal up here. And then he's going to spit out some guys and put a little green thing under me. So as soon as that happens, you come over to the other tile. You do an attack and a half, and then flip over to the other one. See, I killed him a little too fast, so it skipped the phase. You can see when he does that little teleport, you just need to run away because he does an explosion. But as soon as he does the explosion, oftentimes I don't even see him do it, but as soon as he does it, then you're going to want to get back to these 2 tiles. See, I messed up by going in the middle there, and he spawned a green thing under me. So do an attack, and wait another half there. Attack. And just come back here. So what I mean by attack and a half is just a little bit longer than 1 attack. Hey, I got an unsired. That's my first unsired. Yay, that's really exciting. See, I messed up and got poisoned. I usually, I don't even bring a poison control, like something to remove poison because of how infrequently that happens these days. And if it does happen, I can just run back to my pool there and then just run back here, and I've got a stamina, so it'll be quick to get back. All right, well, I think that was a pretty good kill, so I'm gonna save this one for you, and make sure to look in the video description for what the ground markers are. I'll show you what I get here from the unsired. Hey, it gave me part of the bludgeon. All right, that's cool. All right, very nice. All right, I'll see you next time.